last characters.
Hello, no time for us. No time for us.
There's no time for that.
Us is everyone, my guy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Characters Welcome. I'm Justin Tyler.
Happy Wednesday. I'm Dajan Tesvik-Yorgis.
Just a mid-Wednesday. I'm Jorge Oyola.
Jorge's got mid energy right now. I think he needs some hype. We're going to hype Jorge up. Everyone in the comments, it's Hype Jorge night here at Characters Welcome. Something we celebrate every November 13th. It's like when you go to a baseball game and they give you like a roll of toilet paper. You're like, hey guys, did you know it's Charmin night? And you're like, what? Why?
Did you know that they have Seinfeld nights?
Well, at the Brooklyn Cyclones,
Yes.
the Seinfeld night is like the night to go out to Coney and see a Cyclones game. It's
I've seen two Cyclones games, and I have a Jerry made out of fusilli noodles, and then just the brownstone brick building with like holding sourdough. I've never seen. Wow. I've seen one episode of the show we're talking about, Seinfeld.
This is stressing me out.
What's that?
This is stressing me out. You're more familiar with Seinfeld Night than the television show Seinfeld. This is backwards thinking.
It's two Seinfeld nights to one episode watch. Is that correct?
Yeah. And that one, the one episode, couldn't even tell you.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is now transitioned to fuck Jorge night. This is fuck Jorge night. This doesn't make any sense. This guy's crazy.
Well, I will say Seinfeld wasn't a thing in my house growing up, point blank period. But then when I got to high school, there was a Seinfeld club, and all my cool journalism friends were in Seinfeld club, and they had all these inside jokes.
Seinfeld club? Where they just would talk about it?
They would talk about it. They'd watch episodes. They would like joke around and do the Elaine dance thing. And there was like all this world that I had no idea. Like all my Simpsons friends who were all my funniest friends, my Python friends, my SNL friend, but they had this whole other Seinfeld thing that I couldn't get into until 2 years ago. And I'm like, hey, that golf ball thing, huh?
The Simpsons versus Seinfeld gang wars that went down in your high school. It was deadly.
I'm glad you made it out.
Yeah,
they got him. Dayton, when you said your Python friends, I thought my first gut reaction was you meant Python, the coding language, because that makes sense as like a club in high school to me,
right?
And not a Monty Python.
Well, the
Monty
Python does come from Monty Python, so it is. They are Venn diagrams that overlap.
Wait, hold it. Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's probably several Python sites that can point you to that information and that connection.
I mean, probably. Yeah. No way. That's insane. It really was. Not that I didn't believe you. I just wanted more information.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You don't have to believe me. No one expects.
I think we've dipped into a level of nerddom that we are seldom seen on this show.
And Ruby on Rails is based on cocaine. You do cocaine rails. You do code late in the night.
It's very
now
good.
It's your Mime Vice style jacket talking.
Yeah.
We got a lot to accomplish tonight, folks.
Wow.
That knife is not a prop.
No, that's a real tiny little knife that Dajan keeps next to his laptop in case the Python comes out of the screen.
Yeah.
Looking for revenge.
Just getting ready for it.
Dajan, how you doing? We were talking a little bit before we went live about how it's the end of the year coming. It's like almost to taking stock time. With the entertainment industry basically shuts down mostly the week before Thanksgiving. Very little happens after that in the year. So we're sort of entering like, did I make enough money phase of the year.
Did I make enough money to deduct this room on my taxes to break even on acting?
Yeah, they started to like make up deductions like, technically I used that banana to write a joke, so that's definitely deductible.
I did slip on it for clout. So yeah, that is tax deductible.
Yeah.
Stuff's cool.
For clout.
Starting to do holiday planning. Oh, firstly, my wife's going to London with her sister at the end of the month over Thanksgiving. Oh. So I got
that's weird. Jorge's going to London.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Mm-hmm. That is
what
weird.
Are your dates?
His dates are his girlfriend and your
my wife.
Is that what you're asking?
I was gonna say it, but I felt too mean.
So let me
That's
be
all right.
mean.
Me and you are still getting to
Everybody-
know each other in virtual spaces. Sometimes I see
Right.
Jorge at the theater. I'm like, you're that guy from the Square thing. We hang out sometimes once a month, right?
You're the guy from the squares.
Yeah, I can't just come out and be like, his wife. Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that's a respectable distance. Justin, on the other hand,
Yeah, I'm too
thrown me
close.
off in
Also,
meetings
like,
the last
I'm
3
in,
weeks.
I'm in here. I'm in here.
He's in
I
there.
don't have a knife on a physical knife. I have a mental, verbal knife.
Sharp
Right.
wit.
Oof, I'm tired out.
cutting.
Anyway, you were saying holiday plans. Wife going with Jorge on a vacation.
Yeah, doing a Friendsgiving thing with some friends are gonna come over, and we're hoping to bang out some like. I shot some sketches with my buddy Ben. No joke, like 2 years ago, and I got like all the roughs done. So we're just gonna do a edit and feast, hang out, make some vertical videos, and we're just gonna have a sleepover for 2 or 3 days. And
Wow. Friends
yeah.
works giving.
Worksgiving, yeah, friends worksgiving.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah, excited about that. We're also in a heated NFL 2K, whatever it was, like 2K20. So we're 1-1 there. And I'm not a football games guy. I'm more of a fighter, first-person shooter, and Tekken guy, and I guess Fortnite to a degree, and Rocket League. Those are my games. But he got me back. It's just like the pure rivalry. My buddy also plays chess, so we're gonna do nice little games, edit, friends, worksgiving.
Wow, you have a slate of activities for this holiday thing.
Yeah, I think if I planned this well with my wife, she wouldn't be leaving me for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, leaving me for Thanksgiving.
Leaving.
You emphasize those words in such a way.
Right.
Be going
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. I'm looking forward to a couple like writing projects, trying to wrap up, and then some some general meetings, baby. That
Oh, nice.
meeting with some companies to.
I thought you meant Command and Conquer generals, which is a thing I know Schorkler knows so much about. That I feel like
it's
right up.
Dajin was appointed to the position of general in the upcoming Trump administration.
In the upcoming, what I'm most excited about.
They love it when you appoint a general. That's for sure.
Yeah, I cut out a bunch of my own
experience.
stars and throw them on the shoulders.
Yeah, it's all just stars. It's all just stars.
Yeah. How's your week, Ben? How's your stuff, Ben?
Oh, pretty good.
What are you looking forward to the end of the month, end of the year? Let's
end of the month, end of the year. Resting in peace, probably. Just closing out the year. I'm doing an acting job for the next 3 days, something I don't normally do very much anymore.
All right.
There's a small ghost as the actor.
Okay.
And then just literally waiting for the year to end calmly. Might be shooting. I have another short to shoot with Eric Feurer, if you remember him. He used to be in Characters Welcome.
Oh, cool.
The biggest thing happening, though, right now is on Friday, 2 very short days from today, is the Characters Welcome Best Of show at the UCB Theater. We're doing a best of, wrapping up all of our characters from the last year and putting them out there. If you follow Eric on socials or other people, everyone's definitely juicing their pieces a little bit to try to give them a little extra thing. Eric's got something and he's about to pop off. But it's very fun. Yeah. You come in person, also live stream available.
To quote Eric from the Discord, I'm adding new shit to mine because I can't just be happy.
Exactly. We can't
keep
be happy.
him and the audience on their toes. Also, may I add, part of the New York Comedy Festival. So congrats on that.
NYCF, very fun. That's happening right now in this city. So it should be a real gala affair. Zikor in the comments says, I'm hoping to have a job before the year ends. Bless. Good luck to you, Zikor. Same. But shout out in the comments what you're looking for this last little bit of 2024 to give you before this thing gets the ghost. As they say.
Also, quick question for that commenter. Were those handcuffs on a tripod?
Oh wow.
I'm trying to make out exactly what's going on with that profile photo because I wouldn't hire that.
Right. Wow. It's like a jailed production. I think like handcuffs on a tripod. It's a metaphor.
Like a metaphor,
Right?
Okay. So
For the hell we all live in.
Work-life avalanche.
So shall we get the character part of Characters Welcome started? We've certainly done the welcoming.
We've done the
certainly
welcoming.
The welcoming, yeah. I'd be up for some character. Oh, Jorge, well, how are you?
Oh, I feel fantastic.
Words? You want a couple words in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you? Yeah. If you want to get a couple, we can here. We'll sidebar real quick because I know there's something you needed to do. You needed to tell me at the beginning, and we went live too quickly. So here, this. It's really just us.
This is just for us. Yeah.
It's
Don't worry. I'll talk.
Okay.
Nobody else.
So my closing line is.
Yeah.
This is good.
I'll say the word colonoscopy, and then Badgers forever, literally forever. Okay.
Wow.
Got it. Here,
this is really good. This is a little BTS. I love this. Everybody loves BTS.
Also, Badgers forever. That's a runner. That's like a runner in the third character I do. So make sure don't block me out the first time you hear it because you're gonna hear
only
it.
When a colonoscopy precedes it. This is like behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes. It's the only scene. This is the scene.
What are you talking about? Nobody can see or hear us.
Well,
right now. Now we're back. We're back.
That's called a Shakespearean aside.
So that's why I voted in my home state of Wisconsin the way that I did.
Nice, great, wow.
Yeah, great.
Controversial cover there.
What a wave.
Before we do jump in, Carly says, in which I realize I've never processed anyone's profile pictures before. Accurate, me neither. Mine is my headshot from like too many years ago. I believe.
But hey, it booked. It booked.
It booked. There it is. I just threw my face out there. What? Look at that.
Who is that?
Look at that knowing gaze. What a hireable face. That was a long time ago.
Did you take that in 2015 knowing the future?
Maybe. I'm sort of giving myself a like, really, dude? This shirt? Are you a cowboy? Are you trying to audition to be Woody, the animated character?
This is Carly from 5 years ago. Writing.
I gotta say, Carly, that's a good pick. Is that a uke? Strumming a uke?
Looks like a uke. Still
It
playing,
says
Carly?
It says artist musician to me.
Yeah.
Schweikler roasting me. And
right.
his is that a dog? I guess a puppet.
It's a snoot, perhaps.
A snoot.
Yeah.
Stevie says, Zcor says it's a weird ride skateboard, not handcuffs on a tripod.
Oh, one of those like the ones that you like a ripstick or whatever, like a ripstick kind of thing. You do this, but with your feet.
That's good. Whatever you're saying makes total sense.
Yeah, thank you.
Stevie just got a job. Stevie going to ride the train to the show for the first time. Very exciting.
Wow.
And
also, congrats on the new terrible job. It's terrible, but it's a job. So, capitalism working as it should.
Stevie, I believe, was editing gravestones recently.
Is that
Correct
That's pretty cool, actually.
Correct me on that,
Editing.
Stevie, in the comments. That's not quite right, but it was like transcribing what people wanted on their gravestones.
I really hope it was editing after the fact.
And it's touch-ups.
Like really just chiseling out a strike through.
Like, that's not how you
I wanted it
spell
in cursive this time, so I was saved up.
Yeah, I asked for Helvetica. Here it is. I was an assistant to a guy who designs gravestones, and then they fired me with no explanation. I mean, that's how you escaped being in a horror movie.
That's true, yeah.
Like, you literally barely got out with your life. So, shouts to that. All right.
But what do you say? We shout some characters out?
Yeah, let's shout some characters out. Very excited. We've done our business. I'll open it up right now by saying Dajan here is going to be doing a quick set of characters. So please welcome the first character and Dajan's word salad of great pieces, a fuckboy in Casablanca. Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen.
Now, sweetheart, you're getting on that plane out of Casablanca, but it's the last thing you do. A vamp like you is no good with a palooka like me, so shuffle off. I'm sticking out here alone on account of... Oh, wait, you want to stay with me? That's not gonna work. I'm a fuckboy. Sorry to say, but you're a dime a dozen dames, so I'll give it to you straighter than my uncircumcised manhood. I'm a floozy with a bum rap for any ragamuffin on me. I'm a mooch, a hoochie coocher tog to the bricks in more stray push than Tin Pan Alley. You see, I play polyamorous peekaboo with any Mary Jane or Susie when ankles past the barrel house, and you and me, we're like bootleggers moonshine. No labels. Just triple X, so... Why do you think I only telegram at 2 in the morning? I'd love to go steady, but we're just Switzerland and Nazi Germany, baby. It's complicated. So I am Scray. Sorry you drew the short end of the long dick. Here's looking at you to set lower standards, kid. Wait, before you go. You want to kick in for the meat or the cab's still running? All right. No, yeah, this guy now. All right.
Nice.
This is inside your computer. All right. Oh, hey, Justin. What are you checking your email, huh? Not so fast. You don't say stop and say hi to me, huh? The MacBook Pro pop-up that says update software? Hey, pal, I thought we were friends, huh? Certainly, friends accept each other's terms and conditions. Unless you want to sleep with the phishing scams. Hey, whoa. My update just offers a certain protection. You see, without it, some ugly things can happen. Like, I don't know, me and Siri copy-paste your Pornhub history to your LinkedIn profile. Lot of MILF stuff here. Lot of MILF stuff. Hey, whoa. Hey, speaking of MILFs, huh? Well, what do you say I go around and look at IP address 15.18.178? Oh, I'd hate to see a certain MILF's retirement get deposited to a scam over your unsecure Wi-Fi network. And all you had to do was accept the terms. I'm pulling your mouse. But I'm serious. See, your sister on she's got some nitpicks on Snapchat I would hate to set as a wallpaper on the back of your phone. So hit OK unless, you want me to burn some eyeballs with my retina display. Oh, you accepted. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your iTunes, now being called Apple Music. See you in 24 hours.
That's too real.
Sorry about the name change. I shouldn't have used your name in that. I forgot about the mom.
No, I love it.
Stuff. All right. This next one is a 52-year-old undergrad. Hey, students. Yes, go Badgers. Yes, my name is Neville. And yes, I am what you call a super duper whooper super senior. And I am gaming the system until Congress passes student loan forgiveness. So let's start the tour, Badgers. This is Davis Hall, where I have been RA of the Year since 9/11. I've been here so long, I am the only tenured student. Yeah, Badgers forever. And that actually led me to starting my local fraternity, Alpha Rho Pi, or AARP. Yeah. Rush before December so I can legally claim you on my taxes as dependents. Yeah. So, question. Yeah, majors. Okay, well, I was an accounting major, but now I'm studying the earth science politics of feudalist Japan. Big recommendation. They let you tap out at 15 minors here, but if you change your major every 3 years, dude, you never have to leave. All right, so if anyone needs me, I'm gonna go head out to student health for my annual colonoscopy. Badgers forever, literally forever.
Yes, that's it. Dejan Tesfi, Georgis. Really fun stuff. Bringing us that character reel live in person. Got to shout out first Connor Roser's comment. This guy actually has the same amount of debt as Eric. Yeah.
Who?
Exactly. If you never leave, you never have to start paying it back, though, right?
Yeah, you just keep going. You keep doubling down. Eventually, maybe in 4.5 years, something will happen. That's only 6 majors away.
Yeah.
Tapping out at 15 minors. That makes me wonder, what were your guys' college areas of study, if you did indeed attend college?
I did. Dejan, would you like to go first?
Sure. Music, saxophone, and entrepreneurship, a division of business. So those are my 2 majors. Crazy thing is, I had a minor in jazz studies that I had like 2 classes left to take, but I didn't want to pay for them. So I got a note like a week before graduation saying, "Hey, dude, you can't walk. You're not going to graduate." So I had to hurry up and go to the bursar's office and drop the jazz minor because it was like an all or nothing thing. It was like,
wow,
you're 100% complete, or you're not going, you're not walking.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And this character is loosely based on a dude. I don't know if he was an employee of the university, but he was probably in his like mid-40s, and I was a sophomore. We had a class together, and his like 2 truths and a lie thing. He was on his 7th minor, so he had.
Wow.
I think once you're in the school, they just let you keep taking classes. Nice.
Wow.
Leave that
Connor
one.
apologizing for his comment right afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, that's cool. You're going for a philosophy minor, but it's like I get married or go date or take a Muay Thai class, or like there's other stuff to do besides get credit for learning stuff that I don't know. I don't know where he is today, but maybe he's at 15.
Really,
maybe he hit that 15.
He's accumulating more minors.
More minors, yeah.
You just want to learn a little bit about one specific thing. Jorge, you?
I got a BFA in art. That's what my degree says. It just says art, but my specialization was graphic design. And this was I graduated in 2011. So I had my minor was digital media because like graphic design and digital media kind of like go hand in hand. And then the year I graduated, they were like, "That's stupid. Those should be the same program." And so they combined that the year after. So I could have had another different minor, but whatever.
I bet you could file an appeal and just be like, "Hey, this, that."
Hey,
yeah, you owe me more learning.
I did a bunch of photography classes because you could repeat them for credit once you hit like the last one. So I did a bunch of those. So I'd like to say I have a pseudo minor in photography, but yeah.
Also, none of that really means much now.
No.
Just at the end of the day, not really a thing. Very important at the time.
I know Canon and Sony cameras. I took classes in each.
I was a Pentax guy.
Oh
wow! What a flex!
What a flex! I feel like it just came out and was like, "Hey guys, we're doing this stream from my Linux laptop that I built myself in 2019."
Is that the same as being like my preferred camera? I majored in disposable cameras from weddings that you have to go get developed at a CVS
each time. Yeah.
I was a theater and government double major with an English minor. So
okay,
was there a lot of overlap with government and English, like taking writing classes or take any of that?
No, there wasn't any overlap, but I actually learned how to write from my government teacher advisor. He was excellent at just teaching writing and about like, hey, just be concise. Don't use all these extra words. Tell me what you're trying to say.
Really?
And man,
stop padding this essay into 17 pages. Just
right.
I love that. That's great.
Really great. Definitely owe him a debt of gratitude.
Professor
As
who?
my-
What's his name?
His name was Ted
Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ted Cruz. I don't know what he ended up doing. Seemed like a good guy.
Ted
You seem pretty
something.
good.
They said he was all hat, no steer, if I'm remembering.
Yeah. Weird.
Even like that. No, Ted
Great
Eismeyer was his name.
Eismeyer.
He was great.
That's cool.
Hamilton.
Loving some of these. Schweikler's first degree was a history major, math and English minors. Dig it.
What a hitting all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the trifecta of knowledge.
Reading,
pretty great.
Writing, and arithmetic.
Yeah. Interdisciplinary studies.
Z-Core. All minors. Yo, that's sick.
If you accumulate enough minors, they like, they combo into one major.
Is Van Wilder in the chat?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's great. That's the buffet style. That's like getting there and getting the roast beef, getting the wonton soup, like put it all on the plate.
Yeah,
Go.
Getting the lasagna.
I'm sitting at everybody's table, baby. I can make small talk with anybody.
That's great. If you want to share with us your minor in a more public way, you can hit us up on our business Venmo with a little bit of cash. That's how we keep Jorge hyped, A, and B, able to go on vacation with any wife he wants. So please send us some cash at Characters Welcome. Whenever you comment, you post, we will read aloud on this very show. So please do. Let us know what you have to say. We won't read your name anymore because I learned a lesson. About that.
Yep.
We'll say part of your name, like the beginning.
Just like the first syllable, unless it's only one syllable.
Yeah. A lot of people dropping in some comments here. I was an ancient history major.
Ooh.
Because I figured it'd be easy and interesting, and it was. Ancient history, literally set in stone. Not much.
Literally set in stone.
That's incredible.
Ironically, that's also what became of your job working at the graveyard.
Wow, great call. Great call, Dajan. Putting it together.
Stevie, please say hi at the show on Friday. I'm gonna be in the audience. I don't want to be mean, but we're here. We're riffing.
We're having fun.
Stevie, if you're nonplussed by this, just talk about
my wife.
Yeah. Easy in on Dajan. Carly, I switched a couple times of closing out an IT major with music vocal minor.
Hey.
That's good.
I love that. That's
left brain right there.
Yep, I love that.
C-Core, Marketing, Humanities, and Engineering, just a sampling of each.
Wow.
Ooh, yum.
Oh, those are the three degrees that comprised of interdisciplinary studies?
Seems that way.
I guess the hack for me, I was a liberal arts college, so each of my degree is like it's a general BA in music and entrepreneurship, but probably a third of the classes are just generals. And I had to take 3 religions and 3 semesters of language and 2 philosophy. That's like the core thing.
Wow, 3 religions.
Yeah, I take it 3. It was a religious school. It was St. Thomas University.
I was gonna say you must have had. I was like, I didn't have to take any religion.
I did. Yeah, I did.
No, I was a bad kid.
Yeah. All right, get over to Catholicism, you fuck up. Time to learn something. The nuns are gonna get you. HPOS222 says recording arts major with gender and women's studies minor, so completely unemployable.
Hey.
But I had fun.
What? Had fun?
And got a strong locomotive on that image right there.
Yeah, look at that. Thomas the Tank, bro.
That's the tank.
Hey, but Megan Thee Stallion is, she's out front, so that kind of comes. See if you could talk to her. Maybe you could talk to her.
Yeah. Logical Defect says, how many minors between undecided and interdisciplinary? Great question. I feel like they were like, we got to do something with all these grazers.
All these grazers.
Let's call it interdisciplinary. Get them out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just get them out of here. Schweikler had a second degree in radio, TV, film. Again, now it's the square. Now it's the rectangle of knowledge.
Famously, I think it's the same knowledge for all 3 of those things. Just you can become a master. You're good at radio, TV, film.
I think it's just a matter of time before they add TikTok and social media and all that stuff. Radio, TV, film, internet.
Social internet.
I mean, I think there are plenty of classes out there already of how to be good at TikTok.
Yeah. I did take a handful of video game history classes, which was really cool, which felt kind of like cheating.
A handful? How many of those?
It was a handful.
What possibly ancient video game history?
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
We did talk about that because like that was a huge thing, and it sort of was a shift in how like the end consumer like used and played video games, especially when you didn't have like selectable difficulties and stuff.
Doing a 4-week deep dive into the Konami code is
into the Konami code.
So the B, I focused on the B.
So the B.
And the beauty of the select start gave you the 30 lives for both players in Contra. Is that was a big turn, right?
It's so it's so ingrained.
We talked a bunch about Atari and how like the Nolan Bolin do not remember his name. It's been way too long, and as we know, I haven't seen a single Seinfeld episode. So my brain is mush. That's where I was going with that. But no,
nice,
like
nice.
the like some of the first Atari like meetings were called like bathtub meetings because he would like, no, we're not doing this meeting unless we're in this hot tub kind of thing. Like, come on in. It was real.
So here's the model. Great. Here's beta version of the
right. Yeah. There's a ton
real
of that.
Kramer, real Seinfeld episode activity right there.
It was very just rock and roll and not great, and that's why it went bad.
There's nothing more rock and roll than talking about video game code in the hot tub.
That's. I mean, I'll say it. I'm glad somebody's saying it.
I still know all the cheat codes to Mortal Kombat 3 for one-button fatalities and all that. It's just like so drilled into my 5th grade brain.
I needed those for Mortal Kombat 4 because then they added the analog stick and everything was in 3D. And I was like, that's too much tiny 2D
you go
brain.
Up twice and then just slightly this way, and you slightly this way.
Now, okay, so hold on. Let's talk about this for a second.
Justin wanted to move on, but I said it a little. I opened the littlest door.
Mortal Kombat 4, the way they increased the difficulty was just like they had one, like your character that you're opposing, like as soon as you started to make any moves, they would shift in 3D space and then run at you and like destroy you. That was the only thing they did, and that was how they increased difficulty there. It was so frustrating. Anyway, we could totally move on.
No, I'm fine. I was just doing some parenting. It was really great.
It's fine.
HPOS 222 early tech company culture is wild. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I want to take a video game history class. You got me.
They're
pretty, left, right, down, up.
They're pretty fun. Talking about how I want to. I could be mixing this up, but I want to say the individual who invented or like was the main programmer on Pokemon was also the same one who invented the Virtual Boy, which was a commercial flop. And even though he had like the power of Pokemon or whatever, and like for that being his legacy, he was so distraught from the failure of the Virtual Boy that I think it got real depressing real quick as how I'll leave that.
Which was a game, in case nobody Best Buy in 1994. It's a game console. That looks like an Oculus. You put your face into it this close, and then you play in this sort of horizontal side-scrolling virtual space, but everything is just red and black.
Yeah, it was, and it was incredibly heavy. So it had its own like little tripod that you would set it up on a table and then just like put your face in. I've got it up on the wiki here. I'll pop that up, and then we can totally do the rest of the show.
We'll come back to Virtual Boy.
But yeah, here
it does like it's from that time.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like the front of an ED-209.
Sleek.
Thanks. It's a RoboCop reference.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was in my minor of RoboCop studies.
Man, you're so interdisciplinary.
And studied.
Yeah, it hurt my eyes. It hurt everyone's eyes.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. The vision, ironically, the vision was correct. It just was ahead of its time too much.
Yeah. Well, what do you say? What is there? Do we have another character?
Yes, let's welcome our next character. Very excited for this next guy. Really using sort of a virtual boy in his own way, using the internet to his own ends. Please welcome out to the Rectangles a Christian mingle dater.
Whoa!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her.
Hey! Hey, you fat cats up in ChristianMingle.com headquarters. You listen up! It's me, Chad Gouda, like the cheese. And I signed up for your website to find God's special match for me. Well, I'll tell you what, you dudes! God must be a real Looney Tune if he thinks he's matching me up with a Christian single that I can mingle with. Ooh! Ooh, Chad, you are using some spicy language. You gotta cool it out, Chad. You gotta cool it out like the fridge and freezer. Okay. I met up with Nancy Psalms at a wine bar, and boy, was she a real bean! I mean, a world-class bean, this lady! It started out fine, and then, she got 2 Pinot Grigios in, and suddenly her shirt's unbuttoned halfway down to Cleavage Town! Is your website called Christian Titty? Because I didn't sign up for some nipple party run by a bunch of hockey pucks! Chad! You are goofing off. You are straight goofing. You gotta calm it down. You gotta calm it down to Chinatown. Okay. Well, after that big box of soup, I went out with Pious Kathy. And boy, did she turn out to be a real cup of coffee! Yeah! I'm talking about a real strong cup of Java Joe, this lady! I didn't even get into the pew when I felt her hand on my thigh on the express train toward my ween! Is your website all about boners and trips to second base? Well, not for Chad Goody, a big bunch of basketballs! Jesus! Take the wheel, Gouda. Because you're on the highway to Helsinki. You gotta relax to the max, Chad. You gotta relax to the max. Just the facts. Okay. Listen up, you noodles! Here's exactly the type of Christian single that Chad Gouda wants to mingle with. A nice 28-year-old Christian version with red hair upstairs and down, with D-sized breasts, no fakies, who after we're married wants to have sex every night, blowjobs after church on the Lord's Day, and lets me, it pegs the shit out of me on my birthday. Make it happen, you big bag of beans!
Justin Tyler, everybody. I don't know if I've seen that character, dude.
That's an old one.
Okay.
I think we talked
easily
about...
one of my favorites.
That is one of my favorites as well. That's the one that I mentioned doing the UCB CISO show back in the day. Last week or the week before. Talking about the difference between East Coast and West Coast characters, where West Coast much more improvisatory, East Coast much more like, I wrote this down and now I'm going to perform it for you. This is the character I did on the CISO show. To give you a date and place for what it was. But,
what was the format of that show? Was it how are characters wrapped into a narrative?
It wasn't a narrative. It was more like basically a variety show, and we shot it out at the theater in LA, and it would just like cut between a bunch of different things, and they taped a ton of stuff and then cut it up and just slotted it in wherever. And so I performed the piece. I forget what episode it was in, and then sat down with Besser and did sort of a second beat improv version of it.
Oh, nice.
And yes, Stevie, this
okay.
is the character that destroyed CISO.
So the show did not come back after.
After CISO?
Yeah.
No, I mean, CISO. There's a sort of a stink on a lot of stuff that was made for CISO.
Okay. All right.
But don't it was a good second life in Rizzle at Rizzle.
Yes, that's made up though, right?
No,
That's
Rizzle was like TikTok, but you could monetize it.
Smart. And the non-monetization one.
The non-monetization one. Yeah. Yeah. Short form.
Imagine that.
I
Yes.
really dig that bag of beans line. I thought you were going to say HE double hockey sticks because you had a hockey puck line earlier. I love
I understand that thought, but that's why I landed on the highway to hell, Sinky.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good instinct.
Yeah, just love not swearing.
It might be like a city. I went, as mentioned, I went to a Catholic university, and I do remember a friend of mine was like, I thought she was joking when she said this, but we were juniors, so 21, 22, and she was like, I'm not dating anybody. I'm just having a tough time. I was like, oh, don't worry, we're young, whatever. And she was like, no, I came here to get my MRS degree. What does that mean? So like she's trying to try to find the one in college. I was like, oh boy.
I mean, she was genuine. That was a genuine thing.
Yeah. I heard it from a couple other people that were like kind of small town Minnesota folks. That's where I went to school, and that were like, oh boy, okay, this is Minneapolis is your big city. Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a thing, or it used to be a thing. Like, this is where your life starts and also sort of ends.
And ends a little bit. Yeah.
You're going to come out of this married and then getting a job and doing that for 30 to infinity years.
And I didn't understand why alumni week. I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, college town. So like everyone's always out. But for the school I went to, it was like, it's alumni weekend, and you get people like genuinely happy to see, the crappy dorm that they spent 2 years in. Meanwhile, I was in high school being like, oh yeah, I'm going to go see this, alt hip hop act downtown with the campus where everyone's drunk and all different ages and all this other stuff. So it's like, is a unique experience for people drinking for the first time, like legit drinking for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I was that way. I didn't drink before I went to college.
Really? You know what? Neither did I.
Really
I
took
did not. Cheers, buddy.
Okay. Thought I knew y'all.
No, dude.
Nah, man. And I went to UCF, which is arguably the number one party school in America.
Wow.
Yeah, UCF is insane.
Where'd you grow up?
That's University of Central Florida, right?
Yes, yeah. Grew up in Orlando.
Okay, a nice year round. Decent
It's
weather.
if you like the most heat and humidity you've ever felt in your life, then yeah, it's pretty great.
It's sort of a hell in some ways.
It's absolute hell. It's hell. I hate it.
Nice. You can drown on the ground.
Yeah, hair like this just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Gotta come up here to the dry drought.
and
pop off.
Mason Dixon, and it just sort of fell off.
Yeah.
We got to Yankee you up, fella.
Yeah.
I'm already calling everybody boss, and that's really it. That's the real New Yorkism I picked up.
Yeah.
Boss. Everyone is boss.
What do you say we welcome out our next character? Because this one has some very timely resonance, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited.
Yeah, what
exactly.
an honor.
Just go ahead. No, please, but by all means.
The fact that this person chose this venue to really speak is exciting for me.
To continue speaking, even.
Continue speaking, exactly. So very excited. Put your hands together. Please welcome out to the rectangles, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris's concession speech, Part 2.
Whoa!
Hello, America. This is your Vice President, Kamala Harris. And I know you're still wondering, I thought we did it, Joe. But I want to honor my celebrity endorsements that helped fund this campaign. And this is my concessions from Usher's Confessions Part 2.
Ah. Wow.
Harris. These are my concessions. Just when I thought I could campaign, all I could campaign, NBC says Trump won Tennessee. These are my concessions. America, I'm so bummed with the white bros, but I guess I got to speak my working class truth in my concessions. Now, if I got to be honest with y'all, this is the hardest thing that I ever had to do. I had my staff and I was asking, wasn't Gen Z going to go blue? After my debate, I thought I was saving democracy. But Tuesday came, Maddow said we won this, didn't win the sweepstakes, not even Michigan. The first thing I thought was, fuck. Second thing was, did you give me chocolate shrooms? The third thing was, I wish I had more time in Wisconsin. Biden wasn't letting go, so it slowed down my fundraising. These are my missions. I thought I could handshake. All I could handshake. Gayle King screams, Trump won PA. These are my concessions. America, I'm not done fighting for you. I'm going to give you my working class truth in these concessions. And if I'm going to tell it, then I got to be honest with y'all. I damn near stabbed my eyes out when the polls closed. I'm so sick. But America, I will not quit. But I will leave you with this strut from my concessions. You could have had all of this. Hey, America, come on, Dougie. Democracy needs us.
Wow. Look at that low walk. Look at that low stride out. Kilo Martin, everybody. Bringing us a little bit of heartbreaking catharsis.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Kilo?
It was an honor to have you.
Oh, it was an honor. She was amazing, no? I'm good. You know, it was good to process my grief and a great R&B throwback. So, you know, just doing what I can.
I mean, we got to get this to Kamala. Like, I think she would really appreciate this. Anything with a beat. Heartbreak with a beat.
Yes, for sure. Woo!
I've been trying to write my character team. We have one show December 4th, and then our season finish in mid-January. So I've been trying to write just like fun, like what's the one pun tie-in? What's the thread, concessions, and then write a whole thing, something like that, on a super simple concept. That is super fun.
Yeah.
Bad circumstance, but you know.
Yeah, well, you know.
Right.
Kilo, what's the vibe been out on the West Coast? How's the West Coast feeling from?
Yes, you know, I always love being the West Coast correspondent for you.
Our West Coast correspondent.
You are 100%.
We are finally in a great. We're in a finally great place where it's the time change really locked in. It's now just cold, where it's not like burning hot during the day, so it's nice. It's nice. We're not going to the beach. The water is dirty. Okay. When you see like the weather report, it's just like we got winds here, winds there, winds there. Now I will say we did have some big fires out here.
We got fires too.
Oh, we got fires.
We took that.
Right. That's right, yo.
Not impressed.
We get our our end of the year fires. Luckily that's in like Santa Clarita Valley, Ventura, Malibu. And it's kind of sad because it's like these people need like, national, like they're like, it's a national emergency, but I'm like, you live in Malibu. Like, oh.
Yeah.
You
How
know?
could we? Yeah, it's sort of like I feel bad for you, but also shit's pretty
Also-
dope out there.
I saw that Jamie Kennedy movie, and he was doing okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Malibu's #1 resident.
Yeah,
Is that Malibu's Most Wanted? The movie.
Most wanted, yeah.
Wow.
that's right.
Don't be
But
hating.
yeah,
A
Cali is
documentary.
it's good. We're in our like kind of our little fall situation, which is a nice pocket. And then yeah, that's the weather vibes for y'all.
Hey, so you like the early sunset?
I am. I'm getting older and I'm enjoying the earlier sunset. But
Darkness.
I'm a Gemini. I love the summer. I love long days, But yeah, it's draining. It's nice to to be cooler and dark and get people's arses home,
Yeah. Go to bed vibes.
Get to bed.
The world's saying go to bed.
Go to sleep.
The world across the board is sort of saying go to bed. I agree with you though. I love the sunset in New York today at 4:39,
Yeah.
and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I like it because it's not setting that early out there where you are. It's too far south.
Not yet. But I will say, a New York sunset, especially during the winter. Oh, that's a gorgeous thing. I hope you can
Yeah.
get out to the piers or see it on the
Especially
Hudson.
now, it's so dry and weird here, and everything is like all the leaves are so crispy.
Oh,
It's like walking on Rice Krispies before the milk hits.
oh, that's
So like
yeah. Woo. I missed that. I was like, is that a rustling leaf that I hear, or is that a rat? That was my.
and it could be both. Let me say
Probably
it
both.
could easily both.
Probably both. Yeah.
Damita Diata says 4:39 is crazy. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's not even the shortest day of the year yet. We still got
Not
a
yet.
month
Yep.
of losing
really?
minutes.
You got a month of 4:30s.
It's going to be earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunset
it'll-
tomorrow
it'll-
is 4:38. Later.
Yeah, it'll-
Oh no, it's
About 4.
we are losing daylight.
Yeah. It's that. Also, is there some like astrology moment happening? Because I feel like there's something going on. So I was wondering if my New York.
Last supermoon of for a full year.
There it is.
Yeah.
Supermoon.
Well, there's also seasonal depression, which is popping.
Oh, that part.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
that's-
not as fun as mine. That's not as fun as mine. Mine's funner. Mine's funner.
Yeah.
That's true. I also wanted to say my major, because I know you guys were talking about majors. I wonder if you guys could guess what my major was.
Oh, hell yeah. I feel like it was either some like high-end math like shit, or it was like what I do is I take trees and I put birds back in them. I feel like
I'll give you a clue. Obviously, it was liberal arts, so have fun with it. Okay.
Experimental theater. I'm gonna say that. Experimental
Musical
theater.
theater?
Experimental.
Oh, not experiment. Oh.
no, that's what Kilo's doing now is experimenting.
I was like, what? Yeah, that's my specialty. That's my PhD. No, my major was art history,
There it is.
Hell yeah.
and minors, Spanish and neuroscience.
Wow, neuroscience minor. What do you do with a neuroscience minor? You open up some brains and you're like, I don't know.
I literally
Call a major.
It's discount brain surgery. You
I
can do
did
discount brain
that.
surgery with the neuroscience minor.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a whatever. We're gonna talk about what I thought I was gonna be, but yeah, I was totally vibing with the neuroscience and Spanish major, and then when I graduated, because I spoke at my graduation, they threw an Africana Studies slash on me, and I wasn't technically an Africana Studies major, but they were like, we need the vision, we need the brand. And I was
Wow.
like, baby, so
That's like, wow, that's fucked up.
yeah, and I know Dejan, you were also a class speaker too. I think, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a class speaker. I did, but ever since watching my older brothers graduate, there is like either Africana studies, or you put like kind of the kente cloth stuff around the neck.
Yeah.
I remember asking my mom, I was like, what does that mean, and why don't my brothers have it? She's like, that don't mean nothing. That just means you're black and you're graduating. And I was like, wow, you're supposed to look out for us.
Yeah, that's really funny. Your mom's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Don't
She's
do
like,
it.
no, that's
Okay.
I want, but she was more saying like, I want you to have those honors robes. I need the gold ones. You
Yeah,
can't-
exactly.
Oh.
Don't do the show shit. I want the
Yeah.
real shit. Give me that real
Yeah.
shit.
Like, I want you to have the sashes. And I was like, Mom, can't I just wear that? She's like, nope, your dad's East African. I'm black Mississippi. That you know it. It's in you. You don't got to wear it on the outside. And I was like, all right, cool.
All right, moms.
All right, Mom, go ahead. She's like, you're gonna get the honors robe like those kids, like the smart kids. I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
No, they were like, give him this. I was like, give me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything the light touches, your voice.
They're like, I have to read this? Well, I don't think this is not appropriate for me to say. Yes, apologies, Demita. I said Jada is your name. Shouts to that. Thanks for being here. Stevie says, I was one of like 3 max white people in my ancient African history course, including the professor. Nice.
Harambe.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Wow.
That's
It's great.
Harambe
College
is,
is a wild
is
time.
one of the days of Kwanzaa, and it means peace and solidarity. There was a whole Boondocks
Well, then
episode about Harambe, and then the gorilla who was
Of
assassinated,
course.
Right.
also named Harambe. So that's where
I
we
think
go.
Harambe the gorilla has taken that.
I think so. Unfortunately,
Yeah. Did the Boondocks episode came out before the events of? Okay, got it.
but yeah, my reference was to the original, the OG, but.
Right.
The gorilla did take it over. It's like Charlie Chaplin, he lost the mustache once World War I started.
Well,
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan gave it a shot for a little bit in a hand commercial.
Wow. Yes.
I-
No notes.
No,
MJ just being like, I don't know.
You know what?
I've been at the top too long.
MJ's no, it's a dustpan. It's a dustpan. Don't worry about it.
It's a dustpan.
It's a dustpan.
I want to say it was like I might be misremembering it, but it was like a plane. It was a Haynes commercial, and he was on a plane, I think, and he just like turns over and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Not going to talk about this.
don't talk about
Yeah. I'm trying to end this Haynes contract.
Hey,
it." If only he knew about the ass wizard.
Yeah. The Haynes on the plane puts MJ into pain, I believe is what the rhyme was.
The hands
Yeah.
on the plane
Yeah.
puts MJ on the plane.
I've got that in a script on shiplap in my kitchen.
You should get it. You should get it chiseled onto a coffin, onto a headstone. That's it.
Yeah. Gravestone. Auditioning our gravestone. I mean, not to get into the dark place about like gravestone. What do you get? I feel pressure to put something. You gotta put like something on there. But,
That was an exercise we
Yeah.
had in philosophy class. It was like, "What do you want written on your gravestone?" And then people were like, "It wasn't like, oh, here lies Dajan. He made a lot of money." It was usually about something about giving and caring for your fellow person and this, that. And so that was our big philosophy class takeaway of like, work towards what you want your legacy to be. Don't just be here to be here. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. Got me thinking about death the first day I sat in class. And now let's
Nice.
work towards life.
that's
And
nice.
then
Great
you
for a
learned that
young mind.
everyone who wanted to be cremated is just a selfish prick.
Yeah. No notes.
That's the takeaway.
oh snap! I thought they weren't being selfish. What? That's crazy.
Stevie has one.
Yeah.
I've shared some of my favorite epitaphs in the Discord and also showed some to me at the last show I attended. There was one that was just like, "You look like shit." See, because here's the thing. Also, gravestone, pure honesty moment, possibly as well.
Yeah.
You're trying to because everyone's trying to look good. One thing at any funeral I've been to, especially like close family members, I'm like the when you're boosting up, you're trying to build up and cover up a bunch of stuff about the person at the funeral. I'm like, everyone knew this person.
Yeah.
This is the best time to be real and be like, we love this person for every piece. So I feel like at funerals, you gotta be real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see a funeral character's welcome.
Oh, that's a great idea. What do you mean by that? Like, do we all die in some sort of insane accident?
Well, let take your liberal art brains, let it go where it needs to go. But essentially, I think there is a truth of like people's real characters should come out. There should be, even if it's like funerals, like have the wake, but then have like the shake and bake where it's like, yo, this person like shot in my, car, like those stories. Because we all still love this person.
Yo, that's so funny. You got the wake, and then you got the wake after dark. Where it's like, let's say the real shit.
Right. Those are the fun parts.
That's really funny.
We're playing with that for our welcome to Ted. We're playing with something like that for our last new characters show with the team Big Noon at UCB. So we're doing we have this giant Google Doc, and we each pitched characters for other people. And then we had our meeting last night, and we're each gonna do like a 90-second character, 2 of them. So
that's great.
I think the second half might be an after dark, like Big Noon after dark, Big Midnight type show. So
that's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's the show, guys. We just did the show.
Wow.
We covered all the milestones. We covered life. We covered college. We covered death.
Whoa.
Like, what a journey we just took.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Here, and just to cover all of our bases, taxes. You got to pay them. Boom.
Nice. Wow. This is a show. We need to send this directly to
or directly to it.
I'm running to the bodega after this, spending with the credit card, and that is my character's welcome tax deductible meal.
Yes, write them off. Write
that shit off 100%. Keep track of all that shit.
Thank you so much, Demita.
If you could throw the Venmo up one more time for speaking of taxes, throw the Venmo up one more time.
Hit us up with the business Venmo. That's write-offable. Then we will shout your comment to the crowd as soon as we get it. In the meantime, we will be back here next week with more Characters Welcome Live on the live stream. And Friday, if you're in the New York tri-state or Eastern Seaboard area, please come join us at the UCB Theater at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we will be doing our best of for the New York Comedy Fest. And if you are not in one of those places, if you are on your secret island commune, please live stream in. We will be doing the best pieces from the last year. You got to check them out. And for God's sakes, I'm just going to do these heart hands that you guys are crushing right now.
They really are.
I like that's sort of the alt. That's the alt heart hand, right?
Yeah. This is the way Ice Spice does it.
Yeah.
That's the Gen Alpha one.
Gen Z. Millennials were like, love.
I know. There's the people who do the whole hand thing, and I'm like, that's too beefy.
Yeah.
It's a thick heart.
Yeah.
I got to add some clogs in the middle of mine.
Before we skedoot, Deja, do you have anything that you want to get out
plugs.
there?
We haven't done any plugs.
Throw up my YouTube channel, Deja Comedy. I post sketches like twice a week. Some vertical video. I posted one called YouTube Comments Take Control. That's like a sketch I really put a lot of time into editing, sitting nicely at 32 views. So if you like that one, it's
Oops, that shit up.
stress. What do they call it? Stress core. It's a stress core sketch. But I didn't know the name stress core existed until I showed it to a friend. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is like that TikTok trend." I was like, "No,
I did this.
I did this." And then the character team Big Noon. If you're in New York, we have a show Wednesday, December. I think it's either the 4th or the 7th, and that's going to be our fun, like, very quick bits. We're gonna do. I'm doing like a Christmas bit and one that someone else pitched to me. That
very fun. December 4th, Wednesday, December 4th.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. Loving that. And of course, Kilo.
Yo, we got the podcast, the cop and the comic. Okay.
Yeah.
We so anywhere you guys listen to your potties, okay, please go ahead and listen to the cop and the comic. That's me, the comedian, and my dad, the cop. Okay, retired police officer, Coast Guard, rescue pilot, and now an online gaming warden. Okay.
What?
We yeah.
Don't
Dog.
tell Eric.
Well, I
Yeah.
think we should because I was like, you know, this dude named Eric. I was
He's
like,
on him.
oh.
We
I
gotta
don't know
stop
what.
this.
But we talk about the questions of security. So we bring on different guests to talk about how to feel safe in this new world, and then we just have some fun. I have so much fun hearing about my dad's stories because you know how dads just be sitting on, you know, rescue mission stories like
Yo.
in the perfect storm.
What? That's crazy. See, I feel like your dad has a extra heightening because of like he was literally like fighting crime and nature. It sounds like, but it's crazy that dads are. My dad passed years ago now, but he would just bust out like oh yeah, and then this happened, and it's just like yo, tell me those stories.
Yeah,
So
don't
that
sit on
shouts. Don't sit on that story. That's wild. That generation though, they were like, you know what they needed? Improv training.
Improv
Prompts.
Facts.
They needed a prompt so they could just be like, "Here's a story." They need to
Yes,
be hosting
please.
an AskCat every Thanksgiving.
Every day.
Yes, dog. So it's a father-son pod. Yes, cop in the comic, and then I post my little YouTubes on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are on these, I'm looking for 100 subscribers by the end of this year. We are trying to build a little monetization from this.
Yeah,
channel.
build that life.
We need to 100, y'all. Yeah.
Subscribe to Kilo.
Subscribe.
He's prolific, very fun all the time. Got to shout out Jada. She hit us up with some bones on the business Venmo.
Yes.
For fun is the only comment she dropped. And you know what? We love fun. Thank you, Jada. Please come back. You seem fun. Come hang with us. We're here.
Come hang. Come hang with
time.
us in the Discord. I dropped that link into the comments. It's this one that says Discord.
It's this one that says Discord.
.gg.
Case sensitive.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Just
Sick.
hop in the Discord, and we'll chit chat. We got a bunch of really fun channels in there, plus resources for like writing and just like the little.
If you want to do comedy, come hang with us. Also, our YouTube channel is always dropping characters. Our
True.
Instagram's just coming up. Our TikTok is always dropping stuff. It's a very fun, just place to hang. Thanks for hanging this week, specifically Dejan, Kilo, Jorge, as always. And we will see y'all next week or Friday. Look at that. Doggy time.
Friday.
Doggy dog.
You have no
Doggy
idea
time.
that he peed an entire liter just moments before the stream. Okay, bye everyone.
That's a real